Hello everybody, it's Siobhan, the Galloping Housewife. I am on the way out to the yard today. I am wearing all of my clothes because although, as you can see behind me, the sun is shining, and by the fact that I'm wearing my sunglasses, the sun is shining. It is a balmy 3.5 degrees out there at the moment, and there is a significant wind chill. It's blowing 50 bastards, or it's getting worse, and it feels like -2 apparently. So yeah, those of you that live in the Midwest will be laughing out loud at me at the moment. Those of you that live in New Zealand will be probably shrieking. So yeah, it is yeah, it's a bit cool today. I'm on my way out to the yard, just going to go actually give Percy some TLC, give Mitch his afternoon medication, and check up on him. And yeah, I need to get out of the house. I'm still so far behind all my admin work that I need to do. I have yeah, there's just a bit going on, and when shit hits the fan, that it never really hits the fan in isolation. So even just little things like I updated my computer this week, and because you do the automatic updates for the operating system, and it has meant that I have lost all my external resources. So my external hard drive, I can't use. I've got a special keyboard, ergonomic keyboard, and a ergonomic mouse. If you watched the other day, you will see that I've got a hand injury. That's not why I've got those things. The reason I've got those things is that I also have a disability in my hands, so a disease process called Dupuytren's contractures, which is hereditary. So yeah, thanks mum. Mum's had hers operated on a couple of times. My sister's also had them operated on, and they are just, yeah, so I have to have things, and so currently I can't use any of that, so I'm using them. I've got a little MacBook Air, so I'm using the keyboard on that, but I can't access any of my bloody files because, like a good person, I keep them nice and safe on an external hard drive. So, sigh, breathe. Yeah, and there's other bits and pieces going on. Of course, Mitch has been in and out of hospital, and yeah, some stuff going on with the business, and some of it's really good. I've got a couple of really cool opportunities for really exciting one for the business at the moment, with my husband's side of things, and especially with my husband's side of things, and an work opportunity for me as well, which looks interesting. So yeah, and I also, and if you follow my page, are possibly aware of this, because I've talked about it a little bit, not a lot, but I have anxiety. I was diagnosed with PTSD, a few years ago now, from stress and trauma. Yeah, the reasons are irrelevant, but that's my diagnosis, and I have it manifests primarily in sort of bouts of anxiety, which are just fucking insane. And anyone who's out there who has a mental health problem will tell you that it's like there's very really any reason for when you when you have episodes, those that suffer from depression, or there might be a little trigger, but the resulting depression is manifestly greater than the trigger would ever lead you to believe. And which is one of the things for people that don't have mental health issues, and this is relatively new for me, so I can speak a little bit from both sides of the fence. But when you don't have mental health issues, it's sometimes hard to be empathetic, because you can't understand why people are reacting the way that they're reacting to issues. Because nothing seems logical or within reason, and that's just it. Nothing is within reason. So anyway, my anxiety levels for this week at the moment are just insanely through the roof, and I am and it's just ridiculous. I'm just waiting to see. I've got a tractor with it's hedge cutting season here at the moment, and so everyone's out with their bloody hedge cutters, and of course, this being a single track road, if there's hedge cutters, that's just it. You just have to. He's pulling into there. Sweet. So to let me pass. So it's So it's so my anxiety is bubbling away, and it's really fucking frustrating, because it means that you can't. It just overrides everything else, and you just can't sometimes think as logically. You're not as productive as you normally are, because you have this stupid physical sensation that is that overwhelms you. So anyway, that's just a little bit where I'm at, and I just wanted to say that so a lot of you follow me because I've got all these ridiculously profound things to say, and you might be looking at doing one of my courses, which is great because they're awesome, and you think, okay, and so the one that I've got running at the moment, Sort Your Shit Out, it's like, well, if you've got your shit sorted, that means your shit's sorted. And it's like, well, yes and no. It's like, just because you've got your shit sorted doesn't mean that shit's not going to happen. What it does mean is that when shit happens, you've got the capacity to cope with it. You've got the capacity to know that you're going to be know that you're going to get through it, know that you're going to be all right, for it to have the minimum impact on the rest of your life than it would otherwise, and when you've got your shit sorted, you also have strategies to get out of it, because it's the same strategies that you have used time and time again. So that's kind of my little bit for today. It's like, there is this, when we've got a lot going on, I talked a little bit about this, God knows whether it was earlier on this week anyway, about the fact that you can have good stuff and bad stuff going on at the same time. Life can be really, really good and really, really bad at the same time, or rather, I should say really, really challenging, because nothing's bad. It's a meaning that we give to it. And it's, there's that, but it's also to say that when things are going how you want them to go, and when you are really strong, and when your life is good, when your life is in control, that doesn't mean that other stuff's not going to happen. It will still happen. You'll just have the ability to get through it so much better, and also to show others how to get through it too. So that's me. I am down in Cumnock now. It seems like everyone and his dog's auntie is out driving through Cumnock at the moment, and I'll go and see my ponies. Hopefully I won't freeze to death. I am intending to come out this weekend, but I will just warn you now that we have storm someone or other coming at the moment. Alwyn, I think his name is. And it's yeah, there is a shitload of wind in the forecast, and some snow. Yeah, I think the snow is more over on the east coast, but we live quite inland and quite high, so we'll see. We'll see. I will either be here or I won't. Yeah, at least I've loaded stuff on to, I've loaded everything up now, so we're back on track. I have got all the videos on YouTube, and so if you're watching here, you've seen them, or I have them in the blog. Actually, some of them are up now, and some of them will be coming up over the next 24 hours. So yeah, back on track with that, which is grand. It's one thing I managed to get done this morning, and I will catch you later. Bye.